Hi friends, this is Byron and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing out there? Spring is definitely springing right now, and you know it's one of my the spring and the fall is the two of my favorite seasons. So anyway, today we are here to talk about Temptation Island. You know, it's season 4, it's episode 8. And before we get into this video, friends, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And every time, if you want to know, every time I post a video, just hit the notification bell. It's somewhere on the screen. So, for, last week's episode, or Thursday's episode. Anyway, so let's just dive right into it. We're going to talk about Ash and Henya. You know, they always come back. They're always like in the bonfire or whatever. So it starts out, of course, Henya, he's crying again. And I write down, he's crying again. And it's like, okay, is he delusional? Because she sees the clip of him bragging about getting booty calls and all the other things that he's done in the show. And he's making it seem like, oh my gosh, she's done all of these things, of course, while she's here. Because she wasn't in the beginning. You know, in the beginning, she was the one that was crying every time you turn around. And now the wheels have turned because of some light he has seen. I mean, because the women in the other villa was hitting on him, so I don't wouldn't know what happened with him and Karina. And then all of a sudden he was singing a different tune. He was, when he saw her getting intimate with another guy, and it was like, oh my god, this is not what I want. So it's the same old story with them again. Of course, you know, she doesn't send him a video, and he's like making up every excuse in the world for her not sending him a video. And it's like, well, she didn't send you a video because she's moving on, sir. So anyway, at some point in the show, they do talk about, you know, like why she didn't send it and this, that, the other. And she does confess that she is heartbroken. And, you know, the thing is that I don't know if you can come back from a broken heart when you see him openly brag and giggle and these things that he was doing to her behind her back as he announced them on national television, friends. I don't know if we can come back from that or not. But you know what, let's move on to Jillian Edgar. And I usually have a lot to say about them, but you know what, I am not gonna say too much about them today. I honestly think that Edgar just moved on. We all see him get very intimate with Marissa in last week's episode. And Jillian, she's discussing with Tommy of what to do with her promise ring. It's like, girl, at this point, meaning Edgar, probably don't care what you do with the damn ring. So she decides that she wants to keep wearing it. You know what, it is what it is. I honestly think that if they end up together after this, it won't last long after that. He's pretty much done. Let's go on to Iris and Luke, because I still think that they will be the ones to actually leave and actually probably grow from this. I think even though he had the wandering text and the wandering eye in the past, I still think that that can be mended. And of all of them and how they acted in the villas, for the guys, him and Edgar, before Edgar decided that he was done with Jillian, they were pretty they were pretty well behaved there. So anyway, let's see. Iris and Deke are connecting. Of course they are, because she's such a fan of his, and she is a pretty girl, and Deke is there, I assume, for love. He's not a extremely drop dead gorgeous guy, but it's not bad to look at. So yeah, of course they're connecting. I think Luke is growing. I still think the couple will make it to the end. I just said that the growth and give that attention that it needs. Oh, so I think with all of his growth that Iris, when they are back in the real world, I think for whatever reason he needs those attaboys and those affirmations that he's doing well. He needs that feedback. And I know he's talking with old girl, I don't know what her name is, but when they have the little skating session, skateboard session, and she definitely don't know if he can do that for himself. And I can definitely agree with her, but he definitely needs it from Iris, and hopefully she can give that to him. because I think they would actually make it. Let's move on to Lascelles and Ashley. So, you know, I saved Lascelles and Ashley for last because I honestly don't understand the two women, because I know he's probably considering himself to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. But here's the thing, and I know when feelings and things like that get into it, I'm not there in the room, but I will say this: if I was your girlfriend, we of course come on this show and we are there to test our relationships, being tempted, like he's beyond tempted now, but being tempted in this, that, the other. He's already said that you didn't mean pretty much anything to him. He's now with Trace and he's gonna marry her and this, that, the other. Like, he didn't already started building a life with this woman. He basically just, I don't know if he even want to tell you face to face or whatever the case may be, because there's no way in the world you're gonna tell me, oh, well, I still love you and I want you in my life. You don't get to eat cake, have cake and eat it too. You either just get the cake or you can eat it, but you can't get it and eat it. But anyway, I don't know why Ashley is still entertaining this guy, but she is. So if I was Trace, it's like he's telling Trace that I said that Trace needs to move on. He wants to keep Ashley in his life as a friend. Here's the thing, like the way that you guys met in this experiment, I'm sorry, you can't have her as a friend. Like, if you were already friends with your ex and then I came along, okay, fine. You know, that's something that can be up for discussion. But in this little trio thing that you guys have, even though Ashley isn't like in the same villa as you guys, like that's something that cannot happen. When you decided that you were going to be with Trace, that's when you decided that you were going to have Ashley out of your life. It just not work. It just does not work that way. Trace at times has her blinders on, but she definitely does say that, you know, just as I said, he's trying to have his cake and eat it too. You can't have all dynamics of things work in your life for you. There's other people involved in this situation. There's their feelings to definitely be considered. And my thing is this: if you want Ashley in your life, I don't know how Trace feels about it. She definitely is on the fence with him, I believe. And I would say, well, you got to let me go, because if he tells you that he's not going to have her in her life and he's doing it behind your back. And the other thing is this, is that I don't understand how she can consider herself having a relationship with him, because he is good looking, but it's not that good looking. And again, I know it's not all on looks. They do interact in the house, so I'm sure there's other things that I definitely don't get to see. But I will say this, I don't know how I would feel about that, because if you can fall in love with a whole other person and you tell them that you love them over 8 weeks, like, I don't know, you know, I would be very suspicious of that, because I don't know when you do the next thing, is that gonna happen to me? That's all I'm saying. So anyway, all in all, friends, Trace ends up in his bed. He says he's not gonna be sleeping here, there, and everywhere, and he doesn't. She sleeps in his bed, and it is what it is. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to be notified every time I post a video, just hit the notification bell. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good weekend, you all.